Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Laughter Yoga with me, Tess, at Find Your Happy. And I welcome you this morning, despite the grey day outside. I'm quite cheerful because I have a lovely new big screen computer. I say lovely, I'm seeing myself much larger than I normally do at the moment, but that's great because I can demonstrate to you. So you might see me moving around a little bit today to try and find the right position so that you can see me better. If you've not joined us before with Laughter Yoga, welcome. Thank you for coming to give it a try. It sounds a bit odd to some people, and I know the first time I tried it, I thought, what is this? But that's what triggered my development and training brain to want to know more. So what is Laughter Yoga, or Hasya Yoga is the other name for it? It is a form of yoga that you can do seated or standing, and we use laughter exercises, yogic breathing, mindfulness, meditation, a little bit of stretching and movement. And it's all about finding calm and peace, finding space for ourselves, and to let ourselves go and be playful, because in this world we don't often do that. And it's really good for not just our physical health, but our mental health and our spiritual health. And if you're a returning Laughter Yogi, thank you so much for coming back and joining me. I really appreciate your support and the support for the Royal Voluntary Service and the Virtual Village Hall. Now, it's menopause week, and may surprise you to know that I'm way past menopause. I had a very early undiagnosed menopause. So by 47, it was all over for me. But that meant I went through it alone. So I can understand really deeply where some of you may be with this, if that's your space at the moment. And because it's menopause month, I wanted to really concentrate for the next couple of sessions on our breath work to reduce anxiety and promote clearer thinking, because we get brain fog, as you all know, if you're there. And some gentle stretching so that we're actually moving our bodies. Some cardio exercise to strengthen our heart and reduce cortisol and stress, because stress is a big killer and we want to really make our heart hardy. Meditation to support self-empowerment and self-belief. So they're the core things that I want to concentrate on for the next couple of weeks. And you don't have to be menopausal or female to join in with this. You will still get benefits. Every single exercise we do in Laughter Yoga has a health benefit. And even the silly things do. So don't ever be fooled in thinking, oh, this is pointless. It really isn't. It's absolutely got a reason for doing it. So the only other thing I want to say really is about health. You will have seen a little ticker tape there. And that is, if you have an undiagnosed condition or something that's out of control, or you've had an operation in the last 6 to 12 weeks, you shouldn't really do Laughter Yoga without consulting your physician. And that's because we really do move, and we really do move internally, more importantly. So just be careful. If you're like me and you have lots of wonderful conditions, you know your body best. So if something hurts, stop. If you're not comfortable, stop. That is the main rule. We can all tell when something isn't right for us. But generally, anyone can do Laughter Yoga. You can do it seated like I am this morning. You can stand up and do it, and you can move around. Just make sure your space is clear. So now we've got all that housework out of the way, let's get on with actually doing a little bit of Laughter Yoga. So we're going to start off, as we always do, with a namaste. And for me, the namaste is about welcoming. So if we were in person, we'd walk around the room and say namaste, or shake hands if that's what you're more comfortable with, and say hello and say your name. And but we don't just do that, we laugh with it too. And that's because what we want to do is to start triggering those wonderful endorphins in our brain. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go along, if you've not heard about that before. So let's start getting those lovely feel-good hormones going. Let's say namaste to each other and let's laugh, okay? Let's go. Namaste, everybody. And join me. Let's have a little stretch. Very good. Very good. Yay. And I want you to stretch up to the ceiling and then to the side and then to the other side. And you should have your feet flat on the floor if you're seated. And if you're standing, just make sure that your feet are hip width apart and you're nice and steady. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times. Let's stretch. Very good, very good. Yay! Just stretch. And 1 more time. Very good, very good. Yay! Right, overstretch those muscles in your sides and your arms. And we're exercising our fingers too. And relax. Now we're going to start off today with the breathing exercise. We're going to do box breathing. This is really good for anxiety. If you're feeling anxious, maybe feel the start of a panic attack, or you've got something that you're building up to doing, whether it's an interview or something important, even a phone call that you're worried about making, doing some box breathing beforehand can really center you and bring you back sort of grounded and feeling good and confident about yourself. So we're going to do 3 of these, and we're going to do it in 5. So that means we're going to breathe in through our nose for 5. We're going to hold it for 5, and we're going to breathe out for 5. And we're going to do that 5 times. Okay. So hold your diaphragm if you can, and just feel how you're breathing. All right. I'm just going to move back a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of me. Okay. So let's breathe in. Hold it. And out. And again, breathe in. Hold it. And out. Breathe in. Hold it. And out. Breathe in. Hold it. And out. One last time. Breathe in. Hold it. And out. Now, if you find 5 difficult, start with 2 or 3, build yourself up, because what we're trying to do as well is expand how much oxygen we're taking into our lungs. That expands the oxygen in our body, feeding our cells, which helps us with the clearer thinking, the more logical thinking, which really helps us in life generally. And you may have seen that I was smiling there, and that's because both with laughter and smiling, the brain doesn't know the difference between you just smiling or laughing. and you laughing or smiling at comedy. And what it does, it produces endorphins and serotonin, regardless of whether it's real. So what will happen is those endorphins will flood your body and they raise your mood. So they say around 15 minutes of laughter a day really raises your mood up, and it will keep that mood raised for the day. So if you can do that in the morning, even if it's making your coffee and dancing around the kitchen and laughing, listening to music, you will raise your mood for the day. And whilst that doesn't cure anything and it won't solve your problems, what it does is it helps you become more resilient and deal with those problems in an easier or better way. So I hope that's something useful that you will be able to take going forward. So smiling sends that signal to your brain that even if you're not feeling great this morning and you really don't feel like smiling, you send that signal to your brain and you will feel better. Physical reaction. So you may hear my cat, Marley Cat. If you're new here, you won't have heard him before, but other people will. He's my one blue-eyed cat. We've nearly lost him a few times. He's not been too well lately. And he sometimes comes in and kind of joins in with the laughter yoga. So don't worry too much if you hear a meow. You're not mishearing. You really are hearing the meow. So next, what are we going to do next? We are going to raise our heart rate. Marley approves. With some cardio. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. And the other thing I should have said at the beginning is do try and have some water handy if you need it. I get very dry when I'm speaking as well, so always good to have it handy. We are going to box that stress. Now, this is great for boxing away stress. I call it love-filled laughter yoga. So we don't do it with aggression and hate. We do it because we're boxing something away that's causing us a problem. All right. And what we do, of course, is we laugh, or you can say ho, ho, ha, ha. Now, with the boxing, I really want you to feel it in your arms. So you're putting some effort into it. And we go in different directions. So it might go up, down, round. And you don't have to follow me exactly. As long as you keep up the rhythm, you can go any way you like. All right. It's all about the rhythm. We get faster and faster and faster to increase our heart rate, make us a little flushed. And then we come slower and slower and slower down to the end again with a big breath out. Yes, Marley, I'm sorry. I'm busy. He's so naughty. He's 15 and a half. I suppose at that age he's allowed to be. So are you ready to have a go at box that stress? Yeah. So what I want you to do with your legs, if you're sitting down, is I want you to go heel, toe, so that you're moving your legs if you can. All right. And so every part of your body is moving, which is great. And if you're standing, you can walk around and do it. Just make sure that you've got space to do it. So box that stress. Let's go. Ho, ho, ha, ha. 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 Ho, ho, ha, ha, ho ho ha 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 ha, ha ha, ho ho 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 ha ha. Yay! And let's do ho ho ha ha, ho ho ha 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 ha ha, ho ho cha cha cha. And breathe out and relax. So you should find your heart rate went up a little bit there. You were using your breath, and all of those things we were doing makes us mindful. So it's a combination of mindfulness, cardio, the laughter, producing the feel-good hormones, and generally using the body parts that we can to exercise and feel good. And I hope that you felt that actually got rid of some of the stress within you. It's a very good way to just get stress out by imagining you're boxing it away and letting it go. So we're going to do some more breathing now, some yoga breathing, and we're going to do yoga, goddess yoga. And again, this is all about controlling our breath, getting that breath in, getting the oxygen into our bodies so that our brain and our body functions so much better than it probably does normally. It's well known that we probably only use about 30% of our lung capacity on a day-to-day basis. So what we're trying to do is improve that and get our breath better. And this is very good too for people with COPD and asthma. It helps to strengthen the lungs and improve the amount of flow. All right. So first of all, we go back to this position. And what I didn't say about the namaste this morning, which I usually explain, is for me, the namaste means inclusion. So it means everybody is welcome. It means that I'm welcoming you to my space, and that I not only admire the differences we have, I celebrate them. Because celebrating difference is the difference between peace and war. And we don't want war, we want peace. And we need to appreciate that not everyone is the same as us. And that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we're in this position again. And when we do this, we have acupressure points in our hands. And when we clap, the reason we clap and do that in time is because it releases, again, those hormones and triggers those things in our brain. But this time we're going to use this position and we're going to start here at our heart, and we're going to breathe in and we're going to raise our hands above our heads and hold. And then as we breathe out, we bring our hands back to our heart. Okay, and we're going to do that 3 times. And again, this is all about control and learning to feel calm and bring ourselves down to be grounded and at peace. All right, so let's breathe in. And hold it. And out. And you want to do that slowly. And you want to smile, because don't forget, when you smile, you're triggering those endorphins and serotonin in your brain again. Okay, it's like a dopamine hit too. So 2 more times. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. One last time. Breathe in. Hold it. And out. And relax. And just let your breath come back to normal. And if you're not already seated, I invite you to take a seat. We're going to do the mini meditation now. And if you haven't done meditation before, you may have a preconceived idea that it's about emptying your brain, your mind. And it's not really. It's about just finding some peace and quiet and calm for a few minutes. So this will be about 8 to 10 minutes long. I want you to be comfortable in your seat with your feet on the floor. Hands on your thighs or on the arms of your chair. If, like me, you've got a chair with arms. And sit right back into the seat. And I invite you to close your eyes. And if you find it difficult, don't like closing your eyes like that, find a spot on the floor, the carpet, the wall that you can just stare at and let your focus drift. And that will have a similar effect. Closing our eyes just helps us concentrate more on being in the moment, because this is all about mindfulness. Okay. And the meditation today that I'm going to do is mounting coolness, because I remember at the worst of my own menopause, the hot flushes, or flashes as they say in America, and definitely my body temperature has changed hugely postmenopausally to what it was before. So we have all these changes and adaptations to make, and I really believe that laughter yoga and meditation can really help with those symptoms and help you feel like you have some control back. Okay, so just concentrate on your breath for a moment with your eyes closed. I want you to breathe in and out, and in and out, and just find your own rhythm. There's no numbers, no scores, just your own individual rhythm. Be aware of your feet on the floor. and the earth beneath us. I think I heard the other day there's something like 67,000 miles an hour it's spinning, and we're not even aware of it. Isn't that amazing? I want you to be aware of your connection to the earth. I want you to feel grounded and calm. And just carry on breathing in and out, feeling your heart rate lower and your breath become soft and gentle. Now returning to our feet, I just want you to imagine you're surrounded by a lovely silk coat or cloak. It wraps around you, under your feet, over your head. It's your favourite colour. Maybe it's gold or blue, aqua or silver. And it's so soft to touch. You can feel it beneath your fingertips. You can see out and you can breathe. And you feel safe and protected. I want to take you on a little journey. We're all together now, and we're at the foot of a mountain, and the air is comfortably cool. When you breathe out, you can see your breath suspended in space in front of you. Around you there are pine trees, and the scent is fresh. And you breathe in the cool air, taking it into your lungs, feeling it circulate in your body, making you feel cool, calm, and collected. And so we decide to walk up the side of this mountain. None of us have any disabilities or issues. We're not afraid of heights. We're just happy to be in this space. We walk up the mountain path, and as it gets higher and higher, the air gets cooler and cooler. And you feel your body temperature lowering. It feels comfortable. And you feel calm, cool, and collected. And the higher we climb, below us there are little villages. In the distance you can see a train track and a lake full of little boats. And still we walk at our own pace, breathing in and out. And we breathe in the coolness and calm of the air. And we breathe out any stress or any heat that we're feeling right now. We see it leave our bodies and go out into the sky. We continue to climb, breathing in and out, feeling calm now. We feel our muscles relaxing despite the climb. We feel our mood improving. We smile. And before we know it, we're at the top. And there's a couple of little benches. And we sit down and we look out all around us. The blueness of the sky, the coolness of the air on our skin, and maybe a slight dampness to it because we're higher. And we're feeling relaxed and calm, literally on top of the world. I want you to breathe in that cooling air and breathe out any tension or worry. Let it go. It's floating away from you, and you're feeling calm and cool and happy. And just sit in this coolness for a moment. Enjoy the space. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of how amazing you are. How you cope with changes that come to you. How you adapt and how your body adapts. Because you're brilliant and you're stronger than you think. And as we sit together at the top, we feel connected. This is a social connection. We're understood, we're believed, and we're valued. And we support each other. And we breathe in the last of that lovely cool air atop the mountain. And we breathe out any remaining tension and let it go. Your body's fully relaxed. Your muscles have let go of the tension. Your heart rate's slow and steady. And now we walk back down the mountain, slowly making our way past the rocks and the little bits of snow, down towards the trees at the bottom. And as we walk towards them, the scent of pine in the air hits us again, and we smile. And we breathe in and out gently, taking our time, enjoying the moment until we get to the very bottom. And here we sit before we say goodbye, and we connect again with each other in understanding and support and love. Just feel your body relaxed. You feel happy, confident, and ready to face the day. Now, before we start to come back to the room, I want you to wiggle your toes and feel the floor again beneath your feet and connect with the earth. Move your legs up and down, flex the muscles, wiggle your fingers and your arms, roll your shoulders. With your eyes still closed, I want you to bring your hands to your heart and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, open your eyes. And just come back to the room. Be aware of your space again. Let your eyes adjust. And I hope that was a little bit of calm in a busy day maybe. And Remember that you can go to a mountain or a cool place, or you can go for a swim, you can go to the forest, you can do anything you want with meditation and guided meditation. And even if it's just for 5 minutes a day, doing this restores you, it gives you something back, and it gives you time and space for you. So I always say to people, if you can, just do 5 minutes of meditation a day. And it is simple as a little walk through the woods, a little walk by a lake, anything that you like to do, make it something you enjoy, and just use your imaginations. We're blessed with amazing brains and amazing imaginations. So let's use them whenever we can. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more aware of the room now. And we're going to do a little re-energizer. And the re-energizer today is actually going to be our affirmation as well. It's important that we speak to ourselves kindly. Sometimes we focus on what other people are saying and take all the negatives, but we also talk to ourselves negatively. And that's something we need to keep in check, because the more we do that, obviously, the more we believe. So talk to yourself kindly, believe in yourself and believe in your powers and your abilities, because you're a very unique and special human being. So we are going to do a really simple re-energizer, and it is this. So we're going to do it 3 times because it actually embeds that into our brain. So we're going to get our thumbs, we're going to point towards ourselves, and it's I am amazing. And then towards the screen to each other, you are amazing. And then heart shape, we are amazing. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 more times. Are you ready? I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. One last time. I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. So take that forward into a week. Remember, you're unique, you're amazing, you're special. Let that touch everything you do. We all make mistakes, and that's fine. I don't like to call them mistakes. I like to call them learning experiences, because they are all the things that make us who we are. And the things that we've done in the past, or things that haven't gone quite right, actually teach us for the future. So let's not worry about the fact that they weren't quite right. Let's look at how they helped us get to where we're going. And I hope that that thought stays with you for this week and helps you in some way. Thank you so much for joining me and for joining the Virtual Village Hall today. If you've got questions or you've said a little hello beneath this, I will be grabbing my usual cup of tea and answering you in a few minutes. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting the Virtual Village Hall. And I will be back in 2 weeks' time, and we'll be doing another session around helping us through the menopause and find our calm and peace and a little bit of joy. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.